Denbigh, what's it called? It's an agricultural and an industrial show. There are quite a varied level of participants that are taking place here. We have people in different parts of industry. We have agriculture, we have agricultural engineering, we have agricultural science, we have agricultural mechanics, we have people in animal feed sector. We're quite a cross section. We have people in crops and soils, in agronomy. We have people in poultry. We have people in all these different aspects and areas of the discipline of agriculture here, as well as people who are into thermoplastics and other things. They are here participating into this industrial thing. As usual, it is quite a treat. It is a festival, and it's like a food and agriculture related festival, and it takes place annually here at the Denbigh Agricultural Showground in Clarendon. Now, each year there's always a visitor from different parts of the Caribbean who will come to see what are the best practices here, and they go back and implement the same kind of practices in their area, in their country. Last year, I think, there are some people from Africa, there are people from Trinidad, there are people from Barbados, various persons know, today is the opening of the agriculture here in Denbigh, and one of the most upcoming agro-related industries is here with me to talk about their advent into the business and how long they've been around and the kind of things that are happening since they have been in business. I have their leading spokesperson and salesperson here with me, Mr. Adrian, I beg your pardon, Mr. Adrian Staple. Adrian Staple and I share the microphone before now on a different program on this one on the different. Adrian is here with us today with his team, with the staff, and they're doing quite an interesting exhibition. Adrian, how you doing? So far, so good, Mr. Villa. How you doing, my brother? I'm good to see you, man. Tell me some, Adrian. We have a spoken one. 2 years? A year? About a year. I was a year. It was a bring back smile to my face, man. I was looking at you. I remember those good old Steve all day when you're on that ear wave, you know? Yeah. So tell me what has happened with agro since you know. Before you go there, for the benefit of my listeners, we can speak to a wider international audience. Tell me how long you've been around and what is the objective and the purpose of agro. Awesome. So we've been around for about 5 years. We started in the latter part of 2019, right during the COVID. So we have of those little babies that came into existence, and yes, of course, our COVID condition, yes, of COVID baby, and it has been a tedious one now as we start to make our footprint out there in the land of Jamaica through the Lenten bread. It has been a wonderful journey. It has been challenging, and also been awesome. And you know, for us, it's just building that relationship with the farmers, going out and add the tremendous value to the farmers, and you know, answering all those questions, providing those technical service. And the last time we met, I was in that capacity as a sales agronomist. Yes. Now get the wonderful privilege of leading the team, the technical team out there in the field. What can I say? Amazing, you know. It's a when you heart, your heart. I tell you, man, it's a wonderful journey, Mr. Miller. It's a wonderful journey. Now, one other thing I'm interested in. Just restart this is the guy all over. What do you want me to start it all over again? Pick up from where we are. Friday, 1st of August, or 1st of August, as they say, Emancipation Day. We are at Denbigh, and as I mentioned before, we're starting off with one gentleman who we have had the privilege of working together in the media, but he's an agronomist, and now he leads a team of agronomists with agro people, the company which he ostensibly is employed to, despite his moonlighting as a radio announcer. Fine. This is Adrian Staple. Adrian is here with this. Adrian, once again, welcome. We're good to go? So talk to me, Adrian. You were telling about, we had a situation where there was COVID. Yes. And then we had in COVID now, you had to, make shift and get the company going and stuff. What has happened since then? Wow. Well, first of all, I must say, my brother, it's a privilege to be on this platform with you, and greetings to all persons on the TV land and on the World Wide Web. I must say that it's indeed a privilege. We were once wonderful warriors on that station. We had a wonderful time. I enjoyed being around you so much. I learned a lot from you, being my senior. It has been a wonderful journey when it comes down to agri people. Here in Jamaica, it's all about putting that step forward and just impacting farmers, providing all those technical advice to farmers in the agricultural belt, from the insecticides, fungicides, and herbicides. It has been a wonderful journey, no doubt. What has happened since the COVID? Well, I mean, COVID it was a very impactful one, as we came about in that latter part of COVID, and we had to pivot our way through that, led by the managing director, Mr. Young and Mistress Young, and also Mr. Lynn and Mistress Lynn, directors for the company, amazing leaders, always brings out the best in us as the technical team and other parts and persons in the family of Agri people. It has been a wonderful journey, no doubt, and what has happened so far is just the continuous work out there in the field, addressing farmers, helping farmers to understand
really and truly agriculture in its extension and help persons to understand how to use those insecticides, fungicides, those herbicides. And now we have other stuff in our arsenal like fertilizers, potting mix. We have amazing products in our arsenal. So it has been a wonderful journey, no doubt.
So you have potted mix. What is potted mix for the benefit of some of my listeners?
Definitely. So farmers out here, from time to time, we are accustomed to planting directly into the soil.
Right.
And there are positives, no doubt they're positive, but there's also negative. You might have a field or a bed out there with farmers, planting those seeds and it is destroyed by insect or by ants. When you have your potting mix, it's a medium by which you will plant the seeds directly, but it has that control where you can move that potting medium from point A to point B. So you can give you better management over your production from the seedling stage. And it also has a lot of benefits, because if the hurricane or rain or anything that is setting in, you can always move it from point A to point B. You can have it in a more enclosed environment.
Okay.
So
it's quite manageable.
It's very manageable. Amazing medium by which farmers are adapting very much to in Jamaica.
So along with that, some of the other products that you offer, tell us about them and what are the crops, if any special crops that they are particularly good at as against some.
Wonderful. So here in Jamaica, farmers plant a wide range of crops, and in our arsenal we have products ranging from insecticides, fungicides, herbicides, and insecticides. As I said before, for instance, you have a cutting insect versus a sucking insect. It's helping farmers to understand the difference and the stomach action versus you have a product that you will apply to the plant. It goes into the system of the plant. An insect might come and suck from that plant, suck the sap from that plant. Then you have products in our arsenal that can definitely control that aspect. We have insect that is cutting insect. We can distinctly see the leaves cutting from the plant. We have products that can help. So a wide range of products. Let's start with our herbicide line. We have our Lavax non-selective contact herbicide that controls a wide range of grasses. So if persons are preparing field, we can always have those Lavax applying in your field. Also non-selective systemic or Redown, amazing one, active ingredients, glyphosate with used to control a wide range of weeds, broadleaves and grass in your field. We have products like Finish, non-selective contact, active ingredients.
Finish
with your problems. Farmers have so much problem when it comes down to weeds. When you use Finish, it's over. One of those two plants in Jamaica that farmers tend to have a lot of problems with is whitehead and Spanish needle. Those are
Spanish needle all over the place.
Oh my, all over the place. Many times you drive to the length and breadth of Jamaica, you're always seeing that specific type of plant, Spanish needle. I believe everyone in Jamaica, and if the farmers are over there and on the World Wide Web, they would have seen this plant, like, I can identify that. Yeah, that's the plant that is giving them a lot of trouble. We have a product called Finish, which is a very good product to control that particular type of grass, Spanish needle and whitehead, and a wide range of other grasses and broadleaf out here. A very good product.
We have some people in the diaspora, who are planning to come home to Jamaica, and they want to be able to get their little 5 acre and the little 3 acre and begin to get into crops and to plant. Now, first of all, when people tend to want to put the vegetables in, and the callaloo, the cabbage, the carrot, the beetroot, the turnip, they want to be able to perhaps put in a banana or two and some planting as a start, and hoping that while they do that now, they don't have too much of a challenge to be able to spray and to manage and to keep them together so that they can see some fruits out of their labor. What are some of the things that you recommend that they start with first? To, as a first-time person coming into the marketplace, just starting to do the planting and farming, how do you recommend that they take care of the weeds and take care of the possible insects and both scale insects as well as other insects that is likely to affect them? And what are the basic things to begin to use to take care of that?
All right, so the first thing I'll say, once you hit Jamaican soil, reach out to a company that's called Agri Depot. Anywhere in Jamaica, reach out. Contact number 619-8983. That's 619-8983. We have technical persons right across the length and breadth of Jamaica. Once you make contact with the company, we'll definitely find out where you are, which parish you're from, and also when it comes down to you planting something, I'll recommend that you go to your RADA office nearby and you can talk to the marketing department. They will give you a good insight of what's moving, what's not moving in the current time that you're going to be there. Because melon could be doing well now, and by the time they're here, melon is not on top, if you understand what I'm saying. But by keeping contact with the marketing department of your RADA in your area, they will give you amazing results, amazing findings, because they're always in the field. So
and you guys have the kind of a product that can give as a first-time person, as a starter, to take care of some of those basic weeds and insects that is likely to affect my crops.
Definitely. And you find where, as I said, once you contact Agri Depot, then the first thing is somebody's going to be dispatched to your area. We're going to have that one-to-one communication. We're going to be sitting with you and go through the products that we have. We have one from insecticide lines, the fungicide line, the herbicide line. So depends on what you have in your field and the type of grass that is affecting you, or the insect or the fungus. We'll make recommendation accordingly. So we have products in our arsenal. Like for instance, you're talking about your Dacomax is a contact fungicide. You have Acromorph, it's a systemic and contact. We have Bosbel. We have all different types of products going through. So even insecticides. So it's a lot of products that we have, and maybe depending on the time, we can't go through all these different type of products. But what you should remember is, just as you hit Jamaican soil, the first company of choice is Agri Depot. Main Street Junction, St. Elizabeth, also on Spanish Town Road, contact number 619-8983. Once you come in contact with the company, a technical staff will be dispatched to your aid.
You hear from the man himself, Adrian Staple. He's not just the ordinary salesman where the company is now, the guy who leads the team up. And what's this kind of staff you have?
It's a very small staff. The technical team consists of 6 of us, including myself.
Well, that's a big office.
It baffles persons to be in Jamaica,
That's a big office, but it's good. We're proud of you. Go to congratulations on your promotion and so on. But definitely, we take your word for it. We'll make sure with our people in diaspora what the challenges are, and if they come, how they'll be able to get the kind of achievement and support.
And before you
from Agri Depot.
Yes, and I must say, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and you can look for Agri Depot. Even before they arrive in Jamaica, they can always be following us, and that will give them tremendous results. They will find value right there on those platforms.
Denbigh 71st staging here at the Agricultural Showgrounds in Maypen, Clarendon. In the background, you hear the mental music. It's one of those schools from the area. The Maypole dance is already on the field. You want to go? We're going to have to take a look at what's going on with the Maypole. Stick and stay, don't go away. We'll come back after some messages. We have some time, so I won't be able to describe the Maypole dance. Anybody remember what a Maypole is? There is this pole which is planted, and they're like about at least 12 to 14 kids with different shades of ribbons. And they work out a particular and a unique and interesting way to plant the ribbons around the pole. And it looks like a spider's web, quite uniformly and intricately done. And then it is unraveled, and they do something else in different ways. We're going to have to take a look at that when we get done. Thanks again, Adrian Staple from Agri Depot, for talking to us today about his products, the standard services, and of course, you are like extension officers because you do go out to the farm and talk to the farmers.
Definitely. So we provide technical services right across the length and breadth of Jamaica. We're always on call. So there are times farmers might not have a technical person in the area, but definitely he can always call. And that's why I like to give the number. I like to give the address, because he can always make contact with the company, and he will get to a technical person, and they will provide service to that individual.
So you the companies and call like doctors and call?
Yes, man. And we enjoy what we do. To be honest, when I look at the team, as the tagline says, the passion for growing. When you, as a matter of fact, right now we're on ground, and when you look at the team and how bubbling we are, we're excited to be here. Denbigh, 71 years, amazing,
yes. Amazing. Listen, we're going to be talking to another couple set of people. We have people from the Jamaica Dairy Development Board that we're going to be talking to. We're going to be talking to the executive director of Agro Invest, and see what kind of thing Agro Invest does as against what Agro Depot does, and how there's this relationship with Agro Invest and the other rest of agricultural institutions like Agro Depot and RADA and other places. We have somebody from the Scientific Research Council that we're going to be talking to today about how they support what's happening in agriculture, how they support the scientific challenges that confronts them, and what are the things that they recommend to farmers and people who want to get into the business of farming to be able to treat with their crops and their farms and the development of their process. So we have that to speak to when we get back, of course. And of course, we're going to have somebody from Caribbean Chemicals who will be speaking with us. Miss Robinson from Caribbean Chemicals will also be talking to her, as well as some other people from High Pro Feeds. High Pro Feeds is one of the main sponsors of this event annually here at the Denbigh. Annual Denbigh Industrial and Agricultural Show here in Maple, Clarendon. It's always a pleasure talking to these people here and understanding what's going on in the agricultural industry, what's going on into the with the business of agriculture, what's going on into the science of agriculture. And one of the things that farmers find well is that the people, they like the extension service which is provided by the people from here, Agro Depot. It helps them in terms of the management process. They understand how to be able to manage their crops, how to manage their reaping and sowing, the period of time when they do this, and when they spray, with a morning and afternoon, and the kind of apportioning of the various stuff that they use for their continuous planting process. You still do your advice in terms of how people portion their stuff when they're on the farm, wake up and they know that, well, somebody might be infested heavily with worms or with some scale insects. You walk them through a process as to how to manage the process in order not to be able to do too much spraying or too little spraying, and the time of day and year that they do.
Definitely. And that's a part of the technical process that we really provide, where we help farmers to understand also the application rate, the post-harvest interval. And I must pause to say, we're very big when it comes on to protective gears.
Okay.
One of the things, a hot button for us, we're always out there trying to let farmers understand protection is key. You got to protect yourselves when you're using chemicals, because agriculture is a science and we have to ensure that we are protecting ourselves. Yes, so definitely we provide all those technical services, and we'll walk the field with the farmers, have a talk with the farmers. As a matter of fact, the aim is to have that relationship with the farmers where they can always take up their number, give us a WhatsApp, give us a call. Hey, Adrian, or the technical team, we need some help. We need some advice. And Agri Depot we're ready to provide the advice.
Agri Depot,
yes,
with the technical doctors who deal with plants, crops, and soils and other issues. They are always on call to make sure that they take care of the needs, concerns, and whatever the farmer has and desire that they have to take care of things. Until we meet in another couple of minutes when the discussion continues. In another couple of minutes, Roy Tenny here coming to you live from Denbigh Agriculture Showground here in Denbigh, Clarendon. Stay, don't go away. We're going to be back after some messages. Thank you. No, not drinking because speak to it. Welcome back. We are still at Denbigh. It's the 71st staging of Denbigh, as I mentioned. I mean, I've only had maybe about 10 or 12 years of the 71st, and I'm only 27, so you can understand I've not had much because I'm a young person. But these older people here would have had quite a lot of things. With me here is my distinguished friend from years come back, is Dr. Gavin Bellamy. Dr. Bellamy is an all-rounder, is a professional. He has been in and out of private sector. He has been in and out of government. And anywhere he goes, he performs. If it's in the dairy industry, he performs. If it's in corporate industry, he performs. He's now in the fisheries industry. I never knew him could have swim, but then that's another story. And he's performing. Gavin, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. And welcome to the 71st Denbigh
Thank you, sir.
celebration.
Thank you, sir. Now, first of all, you notice that we are sipping something, and it's a good notice. Start on. We're having oyster punch. And oyster punch, and he will speak to the whole business of the oyster industry and other things later on. But it's a fitting way to start because it is made. He will tell you about that. But I just want to sip it because the first thing he said, after I drink this, I might have to jump fence.
Well, hopefully you'll behave yourself and not jump too many and get hurt.
And hurt. You're now at the fisheries industry, and you've been doing quite a hell of a lot of stuff. Tell us quickly, what is your mission?
The mission of the National Fisheries Authority is for the sustainable development and management of the fisheries and aquaculture sector in Jamaica. So basically we are here to regulate, to manage, and to make sure we develop the sector sustainably for decades, for generations to come.
Because before you find that there was, the fisheries is like one of those parts of the industry that wasn't like a ship without a rudder. There was not that clear center direction as to where the fisheries industry was going and how it is going to harness some of the people who are moonlighting on the industry. What you call them now, fair fishermen. The people who now and again have a pot that them go to sea. But some of those people never had a clear sense of what the industry was about, what it can do for them, and how they see themselves and their future in that industry. Talk to me.
And that is what we are working assiduously to change.
Right.
We want the fishers not to think that this is our hustle. The fish farmers is not our hustle. We believe in diversification. That's why we are teaching fishers how to farm oysters. Not just wild capture, but to do the farming. We're teaching people how to farm sea moss, Irish moss.
You're serious?
So we have an Irish moss punch
Yeah,
too,
because it has
so
a-
you need to come and visit and get some of that too. So tilapia,
Yeah.
we are developing the tilapia industry. This year we'll complete the new recirculating aquaculture system hatcheries, a biosecure, climate resilient hatchery that will produce up to 5 million fry.
Excuse me?
Yes, so that will allow us to have a constant supply of the baby fish. So all the people with ponds we'll be able
All
to,
of these farmers are
yeah, we can start their ponds consistently, so you have a consistent, economically available blue food, which is the tilapia fish, which is nutritious, it's healthy, and it's good for you. And it takes the pressure away from the sea. But speaking about the pressure in the sea, we have taught our artisanal fishers, over 200 of them, how to do long line fishing with the same artisanal canoe and FAD fishing. FAD is fish aggregating devices. When you put something in the sea that attracts the fish and they know where to go, you fish around it in an orderly manner and you come back with larger catches, make more money, you are more self-reliant, and your community grows.
But and that's a kind of a scientific approach to the whole process.
That's what we want. We want the circular economy. We want this sector to develop. Last year we contributed over $33 billion to GDP. We've been growing and we're developing, and our fishers are proud of what they are doing and they are participating. They're learning more. We're giving them technology. We're dealing with training for safety at sea. So we teach them about navigation. We're putting a marine VHF radio system that all around the island with a marine VHF radio, they can communicate. So we're trying to reduce the amount of people we have lost at sea. We're trying to teach them how to sustainably manage the fishery sector.
So the sector is now being structured in a very professional, business-like manner.
Right, and this
So if the young boy can't make it at school, but if they decide they want to get into the fisheries business, this is a career path that seems to be designed and organized. That
it is, and I'll tell you something. And the smart boy who just finished school and university can get in the business too and make lots of money, because our conch, you know about conch, and let me just plug it. Jamaica is the only country in the world that has MSc certification for conch. That's a green label, a sustainability label. The only country in the world that has this title for our conch industry is sustainably managed. Our lobster industry, another money making big industry. Export of lobster is great all around the world. We export all the way to Asia, North America, South America. So we're doing great in those things also. The CMOS, you know, during COVID, that business developed where people were exporting Irish moss because it's known as a superfood, it's nutritious, it helps you. So, I mean, there are a lot of business opportunities in fisheries. The tilapia industry, we're partnering with the EIC to have an agro park with fish ponds.
Agro park with fish ponds?
Yes, so you come and you lease 20 acres or you lease 10 acres, you grow your fish, you harvest your fish, you sell it, you export it, whatever you want to do.
In India, there is a fish pond, kind of an experience like that, and they make it into like an attraction.
Yeah, but
kids and
they learn that from Jamaica, you know. When I was young, there was a place called Nature's Habitat where you could go to the fish pond.
That's the one in St. Elizabeth or something?
No, St. Catherine right out at...
Oh, Twickenham Park.
No, by Heartlands. You could go there, you fish your own fish. They did it at Serenity too. It would be prepared there for you. And you catch it, you cook it, you eat it, you go home happy.
Absolutely.
And
it's a park at the same time.
Yes.
It's a park, and it's a business.
Right, it will be a business venture. Also, I must tell you that the National Fisheries Authority, we developed our own freshwater giant prawn, shrimp, in short, hatchery. So now we're encouraging people to do shrimp plus the tilapia, because the tilapia is a top feed.
So you bring a shrimp hatchery?
Yes, so we have it working and we're producing what they call post-larvae, the baby shrimp, and we have stocked our ponds. If you come over to our booth, we'll be serving some of the shrimp that we have grown from the ones.
Make sure that I'm about to pan with some food for myself before I get over there.
No, so we have shrimp, we have tilapia, we have lobster, we have sea moss, we have oysters, we have the pelagic fish, which are the mahi-mahi, the swordfish, the marlins. So all of these things. So this sector is poised to grow and grow and grow. But I must plug the one word that everybody wants to hear and what we push. sustainably.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we deal with sustainability and basically the precautionary principle. So we're not overfishing anything. We make sure that we say, okay, this is the level that you can fish, and we manage it properly.
My conversation with Gavin Bellamy. Gavin Bellamy is the director of the fishing department of the Ministry of Agriculture, and certainly the man who is running the whole, running the operations there. And we are looking at the industry and how it has grown and is growing under his leadership, as well as the leadership of the Ministry of Agriculture. Part of a vision that the minister himself has articulated and has really mandated and seemed to have charged him with responsibility to make sure that this is carried out. It is highly intriguing what is happening with the fish industry within such a short space of time. You have introduced things there that has never happened before and is not happening. And certainly I'm sure people in the Caribbean will take a leaf out of the book that you're writing at this time.
And some of the things we are doing them for the benefit of the region. The minister has said that he wants to be the greatest fisheries minister, and he's doing everything to make sure that we make sure that
That's
happens.
quite a lot on your head, you know that.
Yeah, on my shoulders, my head, and my toes, but we are trying our best to do it. But some of the projects that we have been doing in Jamaica are projects that will be shared with CARICOM for the region. Remember, we have the 25 by 25 plus 5 now project. So these are things that we have been developing for the region. We are expanding tilapia to assist the region with we're instituting the recirculating systems where you need less water, less space to do similar amount of fish as if you had ponds.
Right.
So these are things that the other islands can use. And remember, Jamaica, I don't say we are a small island developing state. Jamaica is a large ocean state. Our ocean space, our sea space is say 26 times greater than the landmass. So think about that. We have more water than land.
Right.
So we need to exploit properly, sustainably what we have in our ocean space. So the blue economy has many assets, many parts to it.
Yeah.
Fisheries is one part of the blue economy, and we are going to make sure that fisheries will contribute significantly to the blue
GDP. Absolutely wonderful. Now, as you speak to that, and I see the whole industry mushrooming, how do you galvanize? All right, people are taking this as a business.
Yes.
And you're encouraging people to get involved in the business of fishing, the business of the fisheries industry, and so on. But security of tenure, pension, things pass on to my grandson and my grandchildren. Being able to move from a canoe to, I call it a boat, for want of a better word, and to be able to get family involved in the process. How do you fashion the growth and the family participation and the kind of a structural development for sustainability, as you speak to, within the context of that?
And I tell you one thing, and some of the things that have been worked and have been instituted. For one, fishers now have access to health insurance, life insurance, critical illness insurance.
That is available now.
Available now, accessible by all. And I tell you the truth, I have my fishing license and I have my fishing ID, but they won't insure me because the rate is so good. I wish I could get onto the policy, but they said, Bellamy, we know you. No.
You're not going to get it.
You're not going to get it. But the rate is so good. It's so low. The rate is economical. It's a group plan for fishers and farmers. So they are benefiting. You also now have access to insurance for your engines and for your boats. Things that never happened before.
Wow.
So the thing about it, we are encouraging all our fishers and fish farmers to get insured. And this is where you help the family, because a lot of the time the father is a breadwinner, he's a fisher.
That's right.
Something happens to him, he gets sick, or unfortunately he dies. There's nothing to carry on and what the family has to do.
There's nothing to interact.
So they go have to sell the boat to bury poor daddy.
Yes.
But no, if you have the insurance, if you have these things, if you get sick or somebody in the family, and you can insure your wife and children also, you know, or your husband and children, because there are a lot of ladies in the industry too.
Okay.
So don't think they're not included. So the thing about it, so the insurance scheme is one good thing. The pension, I know that is something that we need to look on in the future.
Right.
But at least they have the access to insurance, something that was never there
before. That is
no. And I am so proud of it. I am saddened though that it's not being taken up as much as we want it to be. But we continue to push it. Our PR team, our fisheries extension officers, or officers who are out there, they make sure that they tell the fishers and encourage the fishers to take up the policies.
Gavin not only talk the talk, but he swims the talk. to show you. No, and as you say this, people in the diaspora will get excited about what is going on. A man who used to do some fishing, say, right, but if that are going to fishing, might as well go back a year and do some fishing.
And they can.
Very quickly, and we only have 1 minute, you know, we have such a short time. Talk to the diaspora quickly about what is there for them if they should come home and want to get in the industry.
There are so many opportunities for them when they come back. The tilapia industry is poised for significant growth. With the new hatchery, with all the things that we are putting in for them to grow. They can sea moss, Irish moss farming. They can rig their vessels to go and do the pelagic fishing. Wow. We have landing sites now where post-harvest is done properly. We can sell into the hotels these pelagic fish. There are a lot of opportunities. The aquaculture agro park is coming for them to invest in it. There are too many opportunities. Oh, one thing I must plug, I'm begging you 30 seconds. We have the iRefins platform where you can apply for your fishing license anywhere in the world. It's a web-based system. iRefins, search for iRefins, our National Fisheries Authority, and you'll be able to go on. You can license yourself, you can get your fishing license anywhere in the world, pay anywhere in the world, and have your license ready. So you will be legal.
Baby, we go for going there fishing busy now that we're retired. Gavin, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. You're doing a wonderful job. Keep it up.
Thank you very
so
much.
Blessing. And by the way, leave a crate of this thing over there.
Will do. Come and visit the booth.
No, I will have to as soon as we finish here. Definitely.
All right.
Thank you so much. Good.
All right.
Listen, here you have it. Gavin Bellamy, the head of the Fishing Authority of Jamaica, speaking to us here about what kind of miracles and magic and the sustainable development of the industry that is taking place within the last 5 to 6 years under his administration. We want to commend him and want to congratulate him on this kind of work. This is what Jamaica needs. And I'm sure Gavin don't speak politics when it comes to that. What he speaks is the industry, he speaks fishing. You hear the energy, you hear the enthusiasm in his voice and in the work that they do. And he's a very practical man, because if they're not performing, he will tell them, listen now, find something to do, I'll call you, go watch your plate, because he doesn't play around. Always a pleasure talking to Gavin.
Thank you, man.
Listen, we're going to talk to a couple more people here. Listen, we'll talk back to you soon. We'll talk back to you when we come back. This is Roy Tenny Miller saying, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure. The show continues. We're going to be talking to some other persons when we get back. Okay, Gavin and the team. Yes, we're coming over there. Definitely. You're welcome, my dear.
beneficial ownership information report promptly, regardless of when your business was formed. BMG Tax and Accounting Service Incorporation is here to assist you in determining your filing deadline and completing the process on your behalf. Act now. File before your federal deadline to avoid penalties of $500 per day. Contact us today at 954-289-6005 for more information.
BMG Tax and Accounting Service Inc. 7501 West Oakland Park Boulevard, Suite 202, Tamarack, Florida 33319. Contact us today for more information. 954-289-6005.
All time to acquire your own home. AR1, state-of-the-art real estate and mortgage are here for all your real estate and mortgage needs. You're not so sure how it works? Well, call the real estate and mortgage experts. That's Abdullah Richards at 954-958-9881 or 954-548-1799. And on the mortgage side, call Anne-Marie Richards at 954-908-3380 or 954-658-5911 or in Georgia 470-488-9175. So, go ahead and call AR1 State of the Art Real Estate and Mortgage for your free consultation today.
Welcome back. We're still at Denbigh. We're taking a close-up look on the various organizations, groups, community organizations, support service organizations who are collaborating and who are coming together, not only to make the show a success, but also to give an idea of the kind of things that they do and how they can be of service and are being of service to the wider community. One such organization, of course, is what you call it, WSC, Caribbean Jamaica Limited. Miss Nelson English Johnson, quite a mixture of strange words for her name, but I like that. But Miss Johnson is here to share with us today her organization, WSC, what they do, how they do it, how long they've been around here in Jamaica, and how we might be able to access them for some of the services that they are sharing with the wider community. Ms. Johnson, welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
So tell me first of all, why your mother name is so much complicated?
So it's Nelsa.
Nelson.
She got a name, I think Nelisi or something like that, but she didn't quite like it. So she put her own little spin on it, and that's how I was named Nelsa.
Nelson.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you.
English Johnson.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So the Johnson part came after.
Yes.
Right.
Married into the Johnson.
What a lucky man. Beg your pardon. So tell us about WS.
Sure. So we are the World University Services of Canada. We are a global NGO that is headquartered in Canada, but operates in multiple countries across the world, including right here in the Caribbean. So in Jamaica, we're a registered entity as West Caribbean Jamaica Limited. We have been operating in Jamaica since 2016. So we've been here for quite a while. This is our second project. Our first project, Propel, did a lot of excellent work with the ministry on Irish potatoes, ginger, turmeric. And so this is phase 2. Having, when you do projects, you learn the lessons,
yes,
and then you write a new project. So the new project is called the Sustainable Agriculture in the Caribbean Project. Propel focused mainly on large farmers and large entities who were in farming. Again, having learned the lessons, the Sustainable Agriculture Project focuses on smaller farmers because we realize that it really is the small farmers who feed Jamaica. A lot of what is produced from larger farms tends to go for export or some of the larger supermarket chains. But in terms of the municipal market, the local market, is really the small farmers who keep that going. And so this project is focused on small farmers. We are funded by Global Affairs Canada. So their kind donation is allowing us to implement some of the great work that we've been able to do here in Jamaica. This particular project is a regional one. So in addition to Jamaica, there's Guyana, there's Suriname, there's Dominica.
So you have what, 5 other countries into this one particular project.
But here in Jamaica, we focus on supporting women and youth. So we're an economic growth project. So how is it that we can work through what we call an inclusive market systems approach, where it's looking at the system, the agriculture sector, identifying gaps, and then targeting those gaps to get the system to operate in a more seamless manner so that the farmers can derive the maximum benefit from the system. So you might say, that sounds like a lot. What does that look like? Right. So what
how do you build that out?
Right. So it starts off with first doing an assessment of the various market systems. So we work primarily in herbs and spices, which includes the ginger, the turmeric, the hot peppers. We also do work with roots and tubers, so yams, sweet potato, dasheen, and with goats, because we know goat is entrenched in Jamaica's DNA.
Well, yes.
And more importantly, these market systems were identified as systems that smaller, poorer women and youth could enter into easily enough and be able to start making a good living from it, because the project really is about changing lives and livelihoods through agriculture. So we work through partnerships. So we work with RADA, we work with JS, we're here at Denbigh today. We work with the 4-H because of course, you may know that the average age of the Jamaican farmer is about 50. Which means that we really do need to get young people involved in agriculture. And so that's the role that our project plays. We work with the existing partners and we come alongside to provide support. So that support could be capacity building for groups. A lot of our groups in Jamaica, they might be a little deficient in their governance operations. So we partner with Heart Trust NSTA, SDC, the Department of Cooperative and Friendly Society.
And those organizations provide you with the kind of training to deal with the capacity building of these other groups.
That is correct. And what we do is we don't come into a space and try to assume the role of entities that already exist. So sometimes it might be a resource issue. So they may want to have the trainings,
you look at who's
but they don't
already there
have
on
the
the ground.
resources to be able to execute on the ground. So we may fill that gap, meaning provide for the lunches, pay for the venue. We also provide a transportation stipend because we don't want farmers, especially women and young people, not to be able to take to make opportunities because they can't afford it. So we provide a transportation stipend that gets the farmers to and from their trainings without them having to, be left out because they can't afford it.
So how do you find your people? How do you get your target group? How do you source them?
Well,
through RADA and places like that?
Right.
And
So
JAS?
yes, correct. So as I said, we work through the existing partners.
Okay.
So we have our very clear parameters, must be women, must be youth. We do work with men.
What kind of age group you're usually about?
So for youth, anyone between the ages of 18 and 35. That's our how we categorize young people. And women, anybody who is above 35.
Okay.
So we work with them. And so we selection of farmers and stuff
But
are
you
done.
don't single out men. You single out women in
We
particular.
do work with men. So we have a ratio. So it is 50% women, 30% youth, and 20% men. So we
What
do
a
work with men.
discrimination.
It's not really discrimination. As I explained before, agriculture is seen kind of as a male-dominated industry.
So you want to be able to
we
go
want
inclusive
the
and to
women to be
Fine.
more comfortable in the space, and we want the young people to
on
feel
that
like
note,
they have a space
young
that they
people
can,
and
they
this-
can eke out.
we have quite a lot of young men who are really at risk, and they have the ability. They are creative.
Right.
Fine, they might have this wild creativity and not knowing which direction to put it in, and as a result, it gets a lot of them in trouble. But some of them need to be harnessed and to be given some direction. Is there any particular thrust that will be putting towards young at-risk youth, and how do we get them involved in creative use of leisure?
Right. So, for example, we do pilot projects. We do a lot of pilot projects where we start the farmers small, allow them to, hold their hands with their input providers.
Small, like a group of 5, 6?
No, man, like maybe 25.
25.
Let's
okay.
say hot peppers is one of the areas, and we had a pilot where each farmer was given 500 pepper seedlings. They were provided with all the inputs that were needed to take those 500 seedlings from start to market, and then they were twinned with their extension officers, their input providers. So they got a lot of hand holding to bring those crops to, and then they were taught by RADA how to harvest seeds. So when they want to start their next crop, they don't have to go looking to buy seedlings or buy seeds. They learn how to do that. They also learn a bit of value addition, because you have some women so they make their pepper sauce. RADA teaches them how to make their pepper sauce and be able to deal with some of that post-harvest loss that they would have. But you were talking about young people.
Yeah.
So we
and
have
at-risk young men.
Right. So we have very targeted initiatives. So we will work with the Jamaica 4-H clubs, for example, and have pilots, have activities that are exclusively for young people. And that gives 4-H the opportunity to go out and find those young men. We provide them with the resources that they can introduce agriculture and create a safe space for them where they can innovate, because you rightly said, they're very creative. They just need to have those creative energies channeled in such a way that it is productive. So through the project, we're about providing capacity building support, training, giving them input sometimes because they need things in order to start. And then from that, again, linking them with markets. Who do they sell their produce to, once they've gotten through with the production side of things.
Wow. That's interesting. And how successful have you been so far?
Well, our target really for Jamaica in terms of hands-on engagement is to reach 5,000 farmers, and we have already engaged that 5,000 farmers. So we have found that it is.
So you have reached your target.
So we have reached our target, but we are not target driven. We're driven by making a difference in their lives and livelihood. So we continue to press on. We continue to engage with different market actors. We continue to find ways to train farmers and to introduce them to some new technologies and some tweaks in what they're already doing, because we recognize that farmers in their own right, they are professionals, and they know best what works for them. So we come with a little additional knowledge to support them in their activities.
Wonderful. Is Nelson English Johnson,
Yes.
Country Coordinator, WSC Caribbean Jamaica Limited, and they're at Cargill Avenue in Kingston 10. You can reach them at 876-470-8272. They are making a difference in the lives of not just Jamaican farmers and women and young people, but in men who are not just young men at risk, but men who are challenged and see themselves a little bit marginalized.
Yes.
Because sometimes there's tendency to say, oh, we have to look after women. Who looks after the men?
Yeah.
And therefore, then we really appreciate this kind of stuff. And you've been around for how long?
We have been in Jamaica since 2016.
2016.
Yes.
Wow. That's good. We're going to have to talk again some more. I'm going to have to visit her sometime and see what's going on
we
over
are
there.
right across there. So we are in the Youth in Agriculture Village. So I
Okay.
invite you and your patrons, if you are in the area, to come across and visit our booth. Lots of exciting
And the
things
village is
happening there.
Youth in Agriculture.
Yes, the
Yes.
4-H Youth in Agriculture
Agriculture.
Village.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much.
Nice to have you.
All right.
Here we go. Mr. Ovil, do we wait for the next person or we continue our discussion? The next person going. All right.
All right.
Tell me something. Before you go, you say you work in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
in other countries.
Yes.
What are the other countries? You mentioned St. Lucia,
Yes. Dominica, Guyana, Suriname.
and so on.
Yeah.
What are the kind of projects you have there as against what you have here?
So
More of the
it's-
same, or you have more culturally specific?
It's culturally specific. So the market system that we work in were selected through research. So we did interviews with women and youth, and they were the ones who highlighted like the hot peppers and the goats and stuff as market system that they were interested in. So the same studies would have been done for all the other countries, and based on their own priorities, that's how the selection would have been done.
And you have numbers of 5,000 in Jamaica. What's the number of cohorts you have across those other Caribbean countries?
I couldn't speak for them, but I do know that because we are the larger in terms of population, not just Guyana is larger than us, but in terms of population, we're the largest country. So we have the sum total. We carry a huge weight.
Okay.
So the other countries probably have in the thousands that they're also working with, trying to engage. Nutrients.
Could I ask what kind of budget you exercise each year?
Oh, sure. So our project, the entire project is 20 million Canadian dollars. So that's split across the 5 countries for
And it's
5 years.
So
you get
Jamaica
a
barely
sense.
gets a little split.
But the thing is, that's why it's important how you work. When you work smart and you work in partnership, then it is about supporting gaps. So we're not coming to try to be a radar.
Okay.
We're coming to say
You're
to
not
RADA,
a replacement agency.
No, we're not.
You're a supplementary agency.
Supplement. So we come to RADA and say, what are the priorities that you have? How can we help you to get to your priorities? So we are pooling our funds to be able to go farther.
What kind of staff you have carried you to be able to implement all this?
The Jamaica team comprises of 12 persons. Yeah. So we've divided the country into regions. So we have an officer that is responsible for central, western, and eastern Jamaica. And then because we work through partnerships, we're not doing RADA's work. We're simply coordinating. So if we need to set up the meetings, if we need to set up the farmer field schools, then we do that. But RADA continues in its own right. Yeah.
English Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
You are most
It's a
welcome.
pleasure.
Thank you for the opportunity.
It's
All
a pleasure is mine.
Yes.
Fine. Well, listen, after I speak to Miss Johnson, I'm going to be going off to a place where I love daily, but every year when they have the goat thing out in Minard, they're not giving another goat. So I'm going to talk to one of the people from that agency shortly because I want a goat. When we come back, this is Tenny Miller, and I'm here live at Denbigh, and we're having some discussion here as to what's going on and the various things and variations which is taking place here at Denbigh. Soon come back.
Mortgage for your free consultation today. Mortgage for your free consultation. Having problems with your landlord? Well, it's about time to acquire your own home. AR1, state-of-the-art real estate and mortgage, are here for all your real estate and mortgage needs. You're not so sure how it works? Well, call the real estate and mortgage experts. That's Abdullah Richards at 954-958-9881 or 954-548-1799. And on the mortgage side, call Anne-Marie Richards at 954-908-3380 or 954-658-5911, or in Georgia, 470-488-9175. So, go ahead and call AR1 State-of-the-Art Real Estate and Mortgage for your free consultation today.
In the business of agriculture, which is a part of our culture, we have some very shades of participants and stars that you find like you look at them in the galaxy. And somehow they get carefully placed with organizations and places. And when they go there, they shine. And anywhere after that you put them, they shine. One such person is Winston Thomas. Winston Thomas is a quiet, bright star within the context of not just the agricultural industry because of his own pursuits personally at home and his family, but certainly in the role and responsibility which he has with a very established company, Nutrimix. Winston, good to see you.
Hi, Tenny. Thanks for being here, man. It's a pleasure.
The last time we spoke might have been about 3 or 4 years ago when I think one of his sons, was it your son?
Yes, Matthew. Yeah.
Matthew,
Yes.
outshining Papa. Matthew outshined his dad quietly. And one of the interesting things about that young man, he is his own man. Despite he has a father who is, you know, a little bit, not a little larger than life, but is out there. Matthew makes his own impression and makes his own work and puts himself out there on his own, literally. Tell me about Matthew before we talk about you.
Well, you know, as the years, over the years, he would have been here with me at Denbigh.
Yeah.
And we ran the farm together. He was always the man behind what I'm doing. And he grew up in the farm, as a matter of fact. I've been taking him to the farm when he was a baby, and he grew up in the farm. He looks about the animals. He would prepare them for Denbigh. And but that was a farming side of it. His education now took him out of Jamaica. So he's in North America right now, completing. He's going to start his final year in engineering school. He's actually trying to complete his engineering degree. And he will start his final year beginning next week. As a matter of fact, it starts in August, right? So next week he goes back to school for his final year. In discussion we have had, his intention, of course, he's trying to get himself qualified as an engineer, but he will come back to continue to work on the farm. So he still have the agriculture. You know, it's in his DNA, so he's going to continue to be a part of it.
And I'm sure he's going to find a creative way to do a whole lot of agricultural engineering.
Well, definitely, definitely.
Listen, now, listen, what have you been doing? Because you have got promotion, you have been doing all sorts of things. Tell us about how you are moving up the ranks and what are the innovations that you have now brought to your work at Nutrimix.
Well, I mean, you know, Nutrimix and such a dynamic company. We have grown in our stature. We have grown in our offerings to the farmers of Jamaica. We have grown leaps and bounds over the years. And what we do for the farmers and what we try to do to grow agriculture in Jamaica. Because as a company, we know that we cannot grow unless the farmers grow because we depend on them for our growth. So we have been doing a lot. We have been producing more feed. We have been improving on the quality of our feed, the quality of the livestock that they get from us, the genetic work, that is the chickens, the pigs, the semen, the layers, whatever genetic material, and the nutrition. And also we have added a management component where we employ a number of vets and we create what we call a livestock support team. And that team...
That's new. That's a new innovation.
It is pretty new. We have been doing this for a couple of years now, but we have expanded it.
Yes.
And we have all of Jamaica covered. But we don't concentrate only on Jamaica anymore. We have moved out into the Caribbean. Because, yes, so we manufacture feed here in Jamaica and we export to a few Caribbean islands. So we also offer this service throughout the Caribbean. So it's a regional effort that we are trying to get, you know, for the region.
Have you been doing any level of artificial insemination with any kind of livestock?
Yes. So for the genetic improvement, artificial insemination, and those of us who understand what genetic work does, when we get the better animals and we get the semen from the males, when you put it on your female animal, your baby, the offspring that is produced is already 50% better than either parent. So it's a 50% jump in the first go. We have been doing artificial insemination in cattle, in goats, in pigs, and of course, you know, we get the best hatching eggs out of the United States. We get the best pullet eggs. So we have been having a lot of improvement on the genetic side of what we have been doing for our farmers.
How would you describe the level of development and the kind of infusion of different techniques and advanced stages of development and growth in the industry when you compare yourself to your peers?
Well, right. And if you look at what we're doing, and like I said before, the foundation of what we do is that we have a successful agriculture sector, then we will be successful being a part of the sector. And there are three main facets that makes a successful livestock farmers. Three. One is the nutrition of the animal. Two is the genetic material that you use. And three is the management of the operation. And what we have done is that we have tried to create that balance where we have teams and we have programs, and we have systems where we ensure that our farmers are exposed to all three facets when they get into the business. And we do not wait until a farmer is failing to try to assist. We want to see them from day one, and we introduce them to the program, we put it to them, we offer it to them, we help them, and we take them along the value chain so that everybody is successful at the end of the day.
Winston Thomas is a senior manager for regional sales with Nutrimix. And we're looking at the matrix of that company, agriculturally and otherwise, and the three-part prong approach that they did with the development and the process of agriculture and livestock and so on. They have an annual Minard Agricultural Expo in Brownstown. And one of their thrusts, as the main sponsor, I think, of that particular agro, is every year youngsters who come to that show from schools and institutions across the region get an opportunity to go home with a prize, a livestock prize, a goat. They have to go in the ring and cast. If you can, when you get a rush of goats inside there, you choose one and follow the one. If you can catch that one goes home for you. Tell us about that program and how it's been expanding and growing.
Okay. So, let me go back. When we were first approached by the Breed Society, the Cattle Breeders Society, to become the sponsor of Minard, it was something we embraced with open arms. Because if you look at what Minard is, it's a one-day farm show that it is for the school children through the 4-H movements. Mm-hmm. Now think about the children. You're talking about the future of Jamaican agriculture. Mm-hmm. Now if you can get the kids in one place in a day to expose them and to show them what agriculture is about, livestock farming, then of course you're helping the next generations of farmers. You're making them. And that's what Minard is about. You mentioned the program of they've been able to get a goat to go home. It's not just a goat. It's a goat or a calf. Because there's also a calf scramble too. Yeah, right? Scramble, so we expose them. And we not only teach them on the day and give them a chance to see what's there. We also offer them the opportunity to become farmers themselves. Yes. So we expose them. So a kid can get a goat, they can get a calf, go home and start their own little practice. Because that's the opportunity to get them and to help build the future of Jamaican agriculture.
Have you ever done any follow-up on some of those youngsters who have been successful with the scramble, both the calf or and where they are now in terms of their own development with their scramble achievements?
Yes, we have done that. And like you would appreciate, some persons are going to fall out along the way because some people would get the animals and did not do much. They did not continue the process. Right. But then there are some success stories of some guys. I can recall there's a fellow in St. Mary who he got a calf at Minard. And the last time we checked with that guy, he has 11 cows.
Woo!
11 cows. Yes. And he has been doing this. Once he got out of school, that's what he continues to do. And quite a few good stories have come out of this. And a lot of kids will tell you that Minard is where their love for livestock farming developed at the Minard show. And for that, we are eternally grateful that we were offered the opportunity to be a part of it, and we will continue to be a part as long as we can afford to do so.
What's your next target for Scrum? For Minard? What are any new thing you're adding to that show? Come next. When is it due? In November?
In November.
Yes.
Right now, we're in the process of planning. We're meeting with the Breed Society, like I said, and the planning committee, and we are rolling out something new. I don't want to give away too much about it now because I want to leave this to the Breeders Society. They are the main. They are the ones that really put the show together. They are the host. So we really want them to make that announcement. But we are putting something new this year, and we are increasing the sponsorship money into Minard. So we'll see a bigger and better show. Yes. And we really want all the kids coming to leave empowered when they are leaving that show.
I know an organization recently decided that they wanted to do a youth in agriculture conference, as well as they want to do a youth in agriculture music competition, which I thought was interesting and fine. Would that be something that you would certainly have a look at as a company to see how you'll be able to help to use that to enhance what you're doing, as well as to be able to get more young people involved in the agriculture process?
All right. So whilst I may not be doing that particular concept, we're always looking at ways and means to develop the interest of the youngsters. So one of the things that we have done is that we have gone into what we have developed what we call school days, where we go into the agricultural schools, meet with the students, and then we try to introduce them to farming. And we also have what we call apprentice program, where the kids come to our facility to learn during the summer months especially, and they are exposed to different sectors of livestock farming and different agricultural practices. So we look at the youth, and we have a lot of programs, and we always want to partner with them because, like I said before, the youths are the future of Jamaican agriculture, and if we do not make them now and let them develop their interest, then agriculture is going to be doomed down the road. So in order to get them to want to continue to focus and concentrate on agriculture, we look at a number of programs and plans that we can put in place to help them to develop that interest.
Not just to talk the talk, but you have to walk the walk. You have to really put out practical and real demonstration out there so that the young people who are always assessing you and judging you about not just what you say, but what you do, see how they will be able to take the example from you and follow through. And you are a man of example, both in terms of your personal life as well as your work life.
That's correct. That's correct. Because I was exposed to farming, luckily, as a kid. I came from a rural community in St. Anne, which was a farming community. So I grew up around seeing most adults around me as farmers. And then I went into a high school that was very big on agriculture at the time, Posamarta Technical High School.
Oh, yes.
And they were big on agriculture. So that's where my first love started. And I just went through. So when I went into college case and then into the university, all I studied all my life was agriculture. And that's what I wanted to do. And that's what I did. So, yeah, I mean, and then I came out, I worked, and I also practiced on my own farming because, like I said, my son and I were in the farm team together. So, yeah, man. So agriculture has been a part of my life.
Winston, thank you so much for sharing with us and talking to us today. Winston Thomas, Senior Manager, Regional Sales, Nutramix. Any last word for our young farmers out there?
Well, I would like to encourage all Jamaican farmers. If you're already in the business, talk to Nutramix. We can help you to enhance what you're doing. We are here for you. We have a program, we have a plan, we have a system. We have the know-how, we have the in-house experience. We want to help all our livestock farmers because we believe in sustainability and we want to build sustainable industries. For the small and the younger people, I would like to tell you that agriculture offers a world of opportunity. It is open, it is available. When you go to school, when you go to your community, try and get involved in farming. When you're feeding a nation, nothing beats feeding a nation. Try and get involved. Agriculture is the world of opportunity. It offers everything.
Good words and well pronounced, as my grandmother would say. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. It's my pleasure, man. Thanks a lot.
Give my regards to your son.
I certainly will.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Good. There we have it. Mr. Winston Thomas, Senior Manager for Regional Sales at Nutramix. Right. The show continues. They're having the official opening now upstairs. And as soon as that is through, we should be speaking to one or two more persons, and certainly Mr. Vivian Scully from Agro Invest. And we see some political persons parading around the place. We hope that we might be able to speak to the opposition spokesman on agriculture, Mr. Dayton Campbell, if he so consents to speak to us when we come back. So listen, we continue. We're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, the discussion continues before we finish the show for today. Soon come. Oh gosh. And the official opening is going on upstairs. That's the minister. Let me go to the bathroom is upstairs. Let me go upstairs. Scully from place here and Dairy Board, Scully and SRC. If we don't find SRC, we need Dairy Board and Scully. Dairy Board, Mr. Sawyers from Dairy Board, the director.
Attention business owners, I'm Leslie with BMG Tax and Accounting Service Incorporation. BMG has a very important message for you. We would like to remind you to file your beneficial ownership information report now, before the deadline.
Hi, I'm Adam from BMG Tax and Accounting Service Incorporation. To avoid severe criminal and civil penalties, ensure you file your beneficial ownership information report promptly. regardless of when your business was formed. BMG Tax and Accounting Service Incorporation is here to assist you in determining your filing deadline and completing the process on your behalf. Act now. File before your federal deadline to avoid penalties of $500 per day. Contact us today at 954-289-6005 for more information.
BMG Tax and Accounting Service Inc. 7501 West Oakland Park Boulevard, Suite 202, Tamarack, Florida 33319. Contact us today for more information. 954-289-6005.
This is what, your third year as president?
First.
First year. Yes, man, anytime you're ready. Sometimes it's not fair when you have a new kid on the block and they put him in charge of just about. Senator?
Yes, sir.
How you do?
I'm great.
What can I tell you? Giants are meeting. When you have a new kid on the block and you give him the responsibility to rise and he rises to the occasion. Some people figure, say, well, no, maybe we'll do it, but he'll do it and do it well and in style. We want to say, Owen, President of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, it's always a pleasure. Senator Grant, how are you? It's also in the shadows. Great. Good to see you. I hope you're not running too far, you know, because we want to chat to you about Jablon.
Yes, when you finish.
All right, good, good. Now, Mr. President is here with us, new President of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, putting on his first Denbigh show. And I would just like for him to share with us what it is like taking over the reins of this August body and carrying out this responsibility for this year as president, and you know, bringing this to its success as it is.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's been a pleasure having me. I am so elated. I'm delighted. I am enjoying the day.
Yes.
I have been around from a while. I am new in the presidential position, but I am an executive member working with approximately 4 presidents from Bobby Pottinger days.
Yes.
I work with Norman Grant. I work with Glendon.
Yes.
And I was the second vice president for Mr. Fulton.
Right.
And I learn along the line. I understudy and I try my best to achieve what I could achieve. I have never planned at any time to be a president. I thought I would serve my community, my country, serve my people, and then I would just say, okay, I have run the race and I've finished the course, and the good Lord has kept me in good faith, and I will move along. But my farmers and some of my executive members have seen it fit
that I should
be the one going forward. And so I decided, say, I will take up the challenge. Now, I'm learning over the years and seeing how the Denbigh show has run. With the kind of team I have, it makes life easy for me.
Good.
So I give thanks for them. So they make life so easy for me going forward, and to work with the entire staff, our CEO who is so hardworking, so that we can make this show a success. It is a vision, and we tried our best to make sure that we execute the vision well, and we have seen result, and we are happy for it today.
Good, good. Well, I'm happy for that, and certainly you have really performed well, and you know, far beyond, I'm sure a lot of people figure, so you know, because you're such a, you know, easy laid back person, but then very a clear thinker. You know, they figure, so you know, well, we don't know, but you have performed well and come out smiling and come out in good stead. Now, what was the
very genuine? We have some who they pull back a bit on board, but since we took up this responsibility, they came back on board, and honestly, the good Lord has smiled with us, and things is going through very smoothly so far.
In terms of the organization, JS, are there any challenges that you are having with the organization apart from the show? Because you're shown that the show is a successful show, and like you said, you have sponsors coming on board.
Honestly,
but to run the organization as an organization, you see any kind of challenges, and what kind of new things you might want to bring to the organization?
Well, honestly, there were some challenges. There were some challenges because we have some court issues. We have some financial problems where some money was owed to the bank and things like that. So our team, we knocked head together and said, okay, let us make sure that we do the things the best of our ability. And we have some senior people on the board who stood up with us,
Yes.
like some of our farmer mayor, Glendon Harris, and others who shared some of their past experience, and we were able to pull through.
Yes.
We were able to pull through some of them. We have been doing a good job so far, and even recently, we have our AGM, and our people was happy because we were able to do our audits, and we were able to present our audits and our financial report to our farmers, and they were proud of what they have seen, and which lift the burden off of us a bit, because the last AGM, some of them was complaining a bit because things didn't run as smoothly as they wanted to be, and honestly, I want to bring to the board transparency. That's my first thing. There are quite a few things, but transparency. I want our farmers to know and to see
What the organization is doing.
all about and what it's doing.
And how you're doing.
Yes, because we have one of the challenge we had earlier on is that for the first 6 months when I took over, we spend most of the time fighting court issues. We spend most of the time fighting the court issues where people has sued the JS and other things, and so far the JS is coming out victorious one by one, and that is a good sign.
Well, that is good. That's
Yes.
There are any other new things that you want to bring to the organization apart from transparency?
Well, right now, one of the vision, and I spoke about it this morning, is that the last AGM we have the people complain a lot about the accommodation, and I sat with the team and I said to them, look, we want to build a auditorium down here, so when we are having our meetings and we invited out our people, they can be comfortable, and in the same time we want to do it where it can be an income earner, where people can rent it and use it for their meetings also and things like that.
So you've envisaged that that's going to take place, and you're going to be reaching to that level?
Yes, I have discussed it with quite a few times, and we are trying our best because we need some sponsors, we need some assistance somewhere along the line, because as it has said, no man is an island,
right,
and no man stands alone, you know. So we need our brothers and our sisters, and we need some business sectors and everything like that to come on board and see how much we can get some assistance going forward.
You envisage getting a good amount of support?
Well, we haven't started reaching out as yet, but we are expecting that we will reach out to even some overseas sponsors and see how best we can do it.
Okay, good. Right. And anybody in particular?
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, because we
But
just want to.
What kind of deficit are you carrying about? If you're care to share with us what level of deficit is, it's well over $10 million worth of deficit you might be carrying?
Sometimes I am a bit hesitant of touching those, because I'm not a kind of person who like to wash my dirty linen in public. So some things I just a bit hesitant to do it. But I know that we are carrying a little, but with the good Lord, the help of the good Lord and what we are doing, we will come out on top as soon as possible.
Do you have anybody special to thank for your support for the festival for this year?
Yes, I personally like to thank the Ministry of Agriculture and Fishery and Mining. They have been very generous to us. They have played a very pivotal and vital role in this.
Yes.
We want to thank our main sponsors, that is Hypro, for what he has been doing. They have been doing over the years. It's not just a one-day thing, but a yearly thing.
Yeah, and they have been stood by you
and
all
they
this time.
always stand out. So we want to thank them. And there are other sponsors. I cannot call everybody's name, but all the sponsors, I want to say to you, thank you. I also want to mention my CEO, who is very hardworking and is a person with vision, and I want to thank him. He has a very dedicated staff, a set of staff that stood out, and I want to thank the staff, and most of all, to all the farmers of Jamaica. for being so patient and humble. Even though we were fighting and fussing and warring, they kept the faith and they stood out with us. And today, a lot of them saying that they have seen the new JAS and they like where we are going and they are willing to work with us. So I want to pick them up and give them thanks.
And how you feel about your personal stewardship so far?
Well, honestly, lean not unto your own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him and he will direct thy path. The eyes of the Lord watches over the righteous, and his ears are always open to their cry. So I'm feeling good, as I have told him earlier on that the name that my parents gave me, I'm really going with it, but I am the Joseph of old, who went from Israel down to Egypt and was thrown into pit, go to prison and come back to be
Yet you survive.
You understand, the king and take care of his brothers and sisters. And I always tell them that I really look to him, and that is the person I try to picture at all times going forward. But in everything, I give God thanks, and I'm happy for seeing me, thanking him for elevating me, and thanking him for finding favor in me. So he's leading me in the right path that I can do what I am doing, and I'm very proud, I'm very happy.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Really, really proud of the work you're doing and what you have been doing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All the best.
Blessed, sir. Thank you.
Here we have the President of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, Mr. Owen Jobson, telling us about his challenges for this presidency and this new year and what is involved and how he's rising to the occasion to make it all happen and to make it work. Thank you so much, Owen. It's good to hear from you.
Thank you very much again.
Pleasure.
Blessings, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
you.